Alrighty, we're beginning day 4, and Matt and I will be splitting this morning because I'm going to push on to top of Georgia Hostel. We'll be at mile marker 51.5. We'll get dropped off at Unicoi Gap, what we did yesterday and hiked southbound, but we'll be going back today with full packs and trekking poles, unlike yesterday. Anyway, so we're getting ready to go. I got some sunscreen on my face over there. Got up really early this morning. Had to make me a fresh pot of coffee here at the Best Western because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Our shuttle driver's not going to be here till 6, but we're just ready to go. I mean, you know, we're ready to take on the day again. But it was a long day yesterday. We were really sore, but good vitamin I and fish oil, and I think I'm doing okay. So I've got a reservation at top of Georgia Hostel, so I have to make it. It's not optional. They don't let you change the reservations. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll be saying bye to my good friend here, Matt, and I wish him all the best and hope to see him in Damascus, buy him a dinner for quitting smoking. And by then I'll hope to be, you know, about 20 pounds lighter myself. I was looking at my Fitbit this morning. It says I was burning between 6,000 and 6,500 calories. So 6,000 and 6,500 calories a day. That means I'm losing a pound a day because I'm barely taking in 3,000 calories. So 3,500 calories is a pound. So I'm losing a pound a day out here on the AT. Might not look like it, but it's happening. That's the objective. I'll be leaving in the dark. It's going to be about around 35 degrees or so when we get dropped off. We're going to stop at Ingles, which is a local grocery store here. I'm going to get me one of them blueberry muffins. Oh my gosh, that was so amazing yesterday. Oh my gosh. So I'll have one more cup of coffee and have the blueberry muffin. 650 calories. Oh, that's the best 650 calories. So, you know, Boorah likes the home baked goods, and at least that blueberry muffin at the bakery it's not home baked, but it's the best I got. Unless you want to send me some, let me know. Private message me if you want to send me some baked goods along the trail here. And Boorah would sure appreciate it. All right, so we were on the trail. We tried to get up Brasstown Bald, but they had a roadblock, so we couldn't get all the way up there. So we'll have to save that second summit of Brasstown Bald, the highest point of Georgia, for another trip. So just getting the legs warmed up here, starting slow. From mile marker 51.5. We must be at 51.6 by now. Anyway, Matt and I are about to part ways as we go, as Boorah goes on Boorah speed, and he's going to take a little time off, little camp time over there. So I figured might as well just get up the trail a little bit and say goodbye. So we'll say goodbye for now, and I'm going to say goodbye to this here nice fella over here. So Matt, wishing you the best, buddy.
Safe travels.
All right. Kissing the first blaze of the day. Getting up there. All righty. Rocky Mountain Trail. And then that blue hash on the tree means it's a side spur off of the Appalachian Trail. Or it means you're way off course and you're up on the North Country Trail like a hike in Michigan. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool to see the shadow line across the top of this mountain, across the trees, way back over up the other mountain that we went up to yesterday, Blue Mountain. And way off in the distance, can't quite see it. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. But that mountaintop right there is Brasstown Bald. And we tried really hard to get to it today, but they're not open yet, so we couldn't cross the road barrier. But anyway, we're real close to the top of Rocky Mountain. It's our first 1,000 foot of the day, and we get to be greeted with the sunshine just as we cross over. Beautiful trail. I know they had a lot of rain here in March, and these trails must have been just total mud from everybody that I heard of. But the Georgia Appalachian Trail Club is just a phenomenal job of making these runouts so the water doesn't keep running down the trail. I see them, people in their 70s come up here with hose and rakes out here fixing the trails, and they're not even ridge runners.
They call them trail ambassadors, and they maintain the trail. And I just want to say thank you to all those amazing trail ambassadors that are helping maintain the Appalachian Trail down here in Georgia. Phenomenal job. Great job, guys. That's where I'm headed, up this beautiful trail at the top of Rocky Mountain. It's always cool to see these trees that have fallen down and wonder how many animals they house and all that. Always a little scary to take a peek in here to see what's in here, you know. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh, it's a tiger. Oh, that's Tony's tiger. Good morning, Judah. Look inside the log there, huh? Good morning, Zachary. Good morning, Rose. Good morning. Good morning, Lily. Oh, that's a cougar. Alrighty, so we are at the top of Trey Mountain. Had two mountains to climb this morning. They were the crux of the day. We got rewarded with some amazing views. What do you think about that? Some pretty incredible views we get to see this morning. Thought I'd share those with you here on April 4th. My thoughts for the day, or what the trail's teaching me today. These two mountains. Some people think mountains are ugly and they got mountains to get up. Some people just got like things they don't want to do, like having to eat a frog. And my suggestion is that if you have to eat two frogs, kind of like climbing two mountains. One, you should do it in the dark. It's a lot easier. You don't have to look at it as much. Two, climb the bigger one first if you have the choice, but you usually don't have a choice when you're on the trail. And then also, if you have to eat frogs, well, let's see if you might want to change your diet. But if you have to eat frogs, my suggestion is eat the ugly one first. That way you got something to look forward to. Well, we have got almost 15 miles in, so just about 2 miles, a little less than 2 miles to go. Down to Dix Creek, and a little half-mile down pavement downhill to the top of Georgia Hostel. And we'll be done with the day of hiking. So that's about 16 and a half miles or so of hiking to get us to, I think, somehow around 68, 69 mile mark from 52 and a half. So it was a very good day. I just completed climbing the last 4,000 foot mountain in Georgia on the Appalachian Trail. And there's a little vista up here. We're trying to get to catch the shuttle from the hostel. It's the top of this last little mountain. That is not the 4,000th one. This one's Powell Mountain's what that is. A lot of people call from here. Give them like an hour and 10-minute head stop so their rides can take them into Hiawassee. So Hiawassee is kind of a hiker town, but not as good as Franklin. So I have been revving it up pretty hard. This is only my 4th day on the trail. I'm at basically mile marker 69. It's averaging about 17 miles an hour, 17 miles a day. That is a lot, at least 50% more than the average. And in doing so, find out my weak points in my system. Is my pack too heavy? My knees okay? Are my socks okay? My shoes okay? My poles okay? So my only weak spots that I have right now is a little bit of weak spot on the bottom of my foot on the outside here. right about in that area right there, but not thinking that's going to be too much. It doesn't bother me. I've been switching socks, my Injinji toe socks and my Darn Tough socks. I've been going back and forth, and Darn Toughs are kind of feeling better, but my toes rub together a little bit there. So I'm going to keep going back and forth there. I think it's going to callus up and be just fine. The only other thing is I have a swelling on my wrist, and it really helped not to have my, it's not really bad now, but it was pretty swelled up there on the backside here. Anyway, it's not a problem now. I took off yesterday from poles, and I'll tell you what, 21 without poles was a lot harder to do than 16, 17 today with poles and a full pack. That's where we're at. So we're gonna get down there by 4 or so I can get into a buffet. I know it's like Tony's hiking the Appalachian Trail, but he stays in hotels and hostels. Yeah, well, I'm 52. Smarter now.